welcome back to ESPN Live Jenga World Demolition Tournament. Joining us now in the commentary box is Bruce van den Hagen, the talented South African ex-professional and Jenga trainer.
Thank you very much, Brad. It's great to be here, and for those of you who aren't familiar with Jenga, here is a demonstration.
The game of Jenga centres around a tower constructed of identical wooden blocks. Competitors take turns, using only one hand, attempting to remove a block from the tower and place it atop the structure. The loser is the player who first causes a block, other than those at the tower's base, to come into contact with the table or floor. Now, I believe that Jenga has a very interesting history behind it, Bruce.
Yes, Brad, it certainly does. Originally stolen from a small and close-knit tribe of Indians wiped out in the early 1800s. White man has since created a rich and fascinating history for the sport. We can trace the modernization of the game to wartime Europe, where the sport was a favorite pastime. In earlier forms, however, the game appears to have its religious significance for primitive European and Egyptian cultures. However, carbon dating tells us that the origins of Jenga lie with Neanderthal society, where a combination of ritual cannibalism, Jenga and body hair contests were used as a means of deciding conflicts between dominant males. Peter Jackson remains undefeated, and so you see, a strand of Jenga remains unbroken throughout the tapestry of human history. A thread of light not lost even in darkness, that will continue on and on unto the end of days.
Read the prompter, Brad. Now it appears that the word from Jenga Corporation is that it developed the game indisputably and originally. The crowd's very excited here tonight. They're just ecstatic, aren't they, Bruce?
Absolutely, Brad, absolutely, you're right there, and so they should be. It certainly has been a cracker of a tournament. Why don't you take another look at the highlights of this magnificent semi-final?
We had the titanic struggle between Dirty Sanchez Adams and 2 times former Jenga World Demolition Champion Daddy Deconstruction. I mean, this match was of a quality rarely seen in modern professional Jenga circuits. Look at that tower. I mean, people were actually renting office space in there before it collapsed.
Yes, Brad, it certainly has been a bad start to the millennium for the American towers all around.
Daddy really was on top form and Sanchez just could not compete. By the way, Bruce, is there any news on Sanchez's body?
No, and you know, Brad, that reminds me of the great rubble fall at the 1980 finals, where the competitors stacked the towers for 2 consecutive days. Some say the sport fans base still hasn't recovered.
A sad day for all, Bruce. But the disqualification of That's Not Tobacco Murphy against absolute novice Spencer Edwards is still the basis of true controversy. The rising star was ejected from the tournament when officials discovered contraband in his locker. A spokesperson for the competition announced that his costume, pseudonym and odd behaviour during the novelty chocolate block round all contributed to suspicion.
Those drugs are not mine. I have no further comment.
The competition sure is looking fierce tonight, and of course our viewers will be familiar with the international superstar Daddy Deconstruction. Famous for his ruthlessness, both inside and outside the Jenga arena, Daddy Deconstruction is a 2-time returning champion. A relentless trainer and professional Jenga, Daddy is renowned for the pressures he places on both himself and the extensive team of personal trainers he motivates primarily with fear. The only thing more conspicuous than the disappearance of his long-term rival Bobby the Machine McAllister is Daddy's infamous shiny hat. a hat which symbolises the strength of the man beneath it. Without a doubt, Daddy Deconstruction is the hard man of international Jenga. Truly one of our greatest competitors. Of course, Bruce, Spencer Edwards is an entirely different proposition.
Absolutely, Brad. Edwards is almost completely unknown quantity. He's the celebrated underdog, the beloved outside chance and the gambler's lucky shot at this tournament. But who really is the man who bears these titles?
I guess the main thing about me is I'm currently a recovering gambling addict. It starts off with a few innocent rolls of the dice and then it turns into a few more. And next thing you know, you can't silence the tiny casino manager's voices inside your head. I'd bet on anything to get a fix. TAB, stock markets. I even bet on illegal cat fights. Well, I have to win the tournament this time. Because if I don't, the Vietnamese will probably do more than take my children. Okay, if this is being shown in Hanoi, kids, just stick together and do whatever they say. This is home. Your serene home. Not much I know. Not big. Though, it can get lonely in here sometimes. Once I accidentally slept in the smaller room, and when I woke up I thought I was in a child's coffin. Of course, Burly Tom really does that if he thinks I'm holding out on payments. This is where I sleep. My wife used to sleep on that side before she left. I really haven't got around to changing the sheets since she's left. This is where the children slept. I try not to come in here because of the terrible guilt. Do you think a poking machine would look quite nice there? Well, of course I'll be moving to a nicer place soon.
What do I predict? Crushing victory for me.
Do you want to make it interesting?
The competitors should be coming into the ring now, and ESPN is going to bring to you live... Wait. Oh no, there he is now.
And that is Daddy Deconstruction entering the arena now. It sure looks like he can smell victory.
This tile's going down faster than your credit rating.
Why is he dressed like that?
Victory. That's me. Fight!
In all my years, I've never seen anything as spectacular as that, Bruce.
Absolutely.
What do you want us to do?
Just Peter. And Sanchez still hasn't been found.